Standing by in the bunker is Steven Goldman of PinstripedBible.com. What do the readers think? Are the Yankees done, Steven?
No, they don't think they are, and neither do I. With Mark Teixeira in the fold, we've moved on to unfinished business like the unsettled center field situation, and I asked the readers to try to choose among the four possible center fielders the Yankees have, and a little bit later I'll have some of their reaction and my response as well.
It's time for us to get back to the bunker and rejoin Steven Goldman. It's something we talked about earlier, the center field position and what's going to happen with it. What are the readers saying?
Thanks, Bob. Well, you know, the Yankees took a serious hit last year in center field with the post-April breakdown of Melky Cabrera. They were about 15 points behind the league average in on-base percentage compared to the common center fielder, and about 40 points behind in slugging percentage. And the only reason they were that close was because Johnny Damon and Brett Gardner did their best hitting while playing the position. I asked the readers how they would go about improving the situation, given that the goal for this year is to improve relative to the league while waiting for Austin Jackson to show that he's ready at AAA. So, for example, Paul P15 said that a platoon of Jim Edmonds and either Gardner or Melky would be interesting. Also, I read someplace that Melky was showing a better eye in winter ball. Is that true? Well, Edmonds is a really interesting choice in that he really hit well once he got away from the Padres and went to the Cubs. He slugged about .570 and had a .368 on-base percentage. Plus, as a 39-year-old, he probably wouldn't be expecting much more than a one-year rental. The problem is he does need to be protected from left-handers, and Johnny Damon and Brett Gardner are left-handed hitters, and Melky Cabrera, even though he's advertised as a switch hitter, can't hit them at all. As for the Dominican Winter League, it's a league that plays about AA, maybe AAA level with a lot of old-timers and quadruple A players. So even though Melky did hit 300 with an on-base percentage close to 400 down there, you have to keep in mind that his teammate was Luis Polonia, and Polonia out-hit him, and that one of the better pitchers in the league was Jose Lima. Now, taking a different tack, we have reader College 7, who says, I'm much more content going into the season with Gardner and Cabrera fighting it out to be the everyday center fielders now that we signed Teixeira. We have to remember that these guys are very young. Give them some time. Be patient with them. Here's the thing. Gardner actually is not all that young. In fact, he's a year older than Cabrera. The other question is, even though they are relatively young compared to, say, the typical Yankee, who's usually more of a veteran, what are your expectations for them once you put them into that situation? I mean, there's nothing to lose in letting them compete in center field for the job, but we've seen a lot of what Cabrera has to offer. This isn't Descartes. It's not I throw, therefore I am. You can't build the position around a throwing arm. You have to have more than that. Even if Cabrera gets back to hitting .290, you know, he really doesn't bring you a lot. Gardner has better on-base capability and better abilities to run.
All right, Steven, good stuff. Thanks. We'll see you again next week.
Thank you.